Hello friends, welcome to Crisp class. I am Monica and today we will study lines and angles. Now we will learn how angles are named in pairs. Let us first study adjacent angles. These are a pair of angles, means two angles are said to be adjacent when they are next to each other. See here, angle 1 and angle 2, they are next to each other. Here also angle 1 and angle 2 are next to each other. But they have other characteristics also, like number 1 is they should have a common vertex. Common vertex, what is vertex? Where the two arms of the angle meet. Arms means these sides. These are called arms. Wherever these two sides meet, here this point, this is called the vertex. So they should have a common vertex. Here these two angles are having a common vertex. Here also these two angles, they are having a common vertex here. Another is they should have a common arm. Common arm, angle 2, it has two arms. Here also angle 1, it has two arms. So this arm, this middle arm is called the common arm. In this also, this arm is the common arm. This is one angle, this is the second angle. So they should have a common arm. And thirdly, they should have no common interior points. They should not share common interior. See here, the interior of angle 2 is this. It can be extended further. Interior of angle 1 is this. They do not share the interior. They both have individual interiors. So they should not have common interiors. Here also, both the angles, they are having different interior. So they should not share common interior points. So these are the three main characteristics for adjacent angles. Now let us see some more angles. Can we say angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent? No, because they do not have a common vertex. They are next to each other, but they don't have common vertex. They are having a common arm. They don't share common interior, but because they don't have a common vertex, they are not adjacent. Now see here. This is angle 1. Angle 2 is the bigger one. So can we call them adjacent angles? No, here also we cannot call them adjacent angles because they are sharing common interior. See, the common vertex, they are having common vertex. They share common interior points because the interior of angle 1 is this and the interior of angle 2 is this hole. So this portion is common in both the angles. So they are not adjacent angles. So these three things you have to remember in adjacent angles, that the angle should be next to each other. They should have a common vertex, common arm, but no common interior points. They should not have a common interior. Are these two angles 1 and 2 adjacent angles? Yes, they are adjacent angles because they are sharing a common vertex. This is the vertex of angle 1. This is also the vertex of angle 2. They have a common arm. They have no common interior points. So these two angles are pair of adjacent angles. This type of angle where the opposite arms, the non-common arms, this is the common arm. These are the two non-common arms where they form opposite rays. They form a straight line. This type of adjacent angle is called a linear pair. From line we have got this name linear pair. This is forming a straight line, the non-common arms. So this type of adjacent angles are called linear pair. we know these are adjacent angles because they have a common vertex, a common arm, no common interior. This kind of adjacent angles where the non-common arms, this is the common arm but these two are non-common arms, where the two non-common arms they form a straight line, they are opposite rays. This type of adjacent angle is called the linear pair. Because they are forming a line, they are called a linear pair. Now the sum total of both these angles in a linear pair, the sum of the measure of both the angles is equal to 180 degree. Means angle 1 plus angle 2 will always be equal to 180 degree. You know straight angle? Straight angle is like this. Angle on a line is equal to 180 degree. This is also a straight line. So the angle formed on the line will be 180 degree. But because here there are two angles, so the sum of the two angles will be 180 degree. So the measure of a linear pair will always be equal to 180 degree. Both the angles of a linear pair, they are supplementary because the sum total of both the angles is equal to 180 degree. Where do we find linear pair? Linear pairs are formed in intersecting lines. When two lines intersect or meet at a point, these are two lines, they are meeting at a point, linear pairs are formed. See this, angle 1, angle 2, this is a linear pair, this is a straight line, a common arm. Similarly, this is a linear pair, this is also a linear pair, this is also a linear pair. So we are having four linear pairs in intersecting lines. So linear pairs are made when lines intersect. Let us learn about intersecting lines. See, whenever two lines meet at a common point, they are called intersecting lines. See here, line L and line M, they are meeting at a common point. This common point O is called the point of intersection. This is called the point of intersection. Now let us see how many angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with two lines here we have formed 4 angles. When they intersect each other, they are forming 4 angles. Now whenever two lines intersect, the opposite angles are always equal. Opposite angle means angle 1 and angle 3 will be equal. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Whenever two lines intersect, the opposite angles are always equal. Means angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. These angles, these equal angles, the opposite angles are called vertically opposite angles. So the vertically opposite angles are equal when two lines intersect. Let us solve this sum. Find the values of the angles x, y and z. See, this figure is given to us. We are given two known angles. This is 40 degree, this is 25 degrees. And these three angles are unknown, x, y and z. We have to find the value of these. Let us find that. Now let us see here. These two lines, they are intersecting at this point. This line and this one. So they are forming vertically opposite angles. Angle 40 will be equal to angle z. Angle z is equal to 40 degree. Vertically opposite angles. Now let us see angle y. See this line? This line is forming a linear pair. 40 degree plus y. This is a linear pair. Because it's a linear pair, both the angle, the sum of both the angles will be 180 degree because linear pair is supplementary. So y plus 40 will be equal to 180 degree. What will be the value of y? 180 minus 40, which is equal to 140 degrees. So we've got the value of z and y. Now we are to find the value of x. These three angles lie on a straight line. Angle 40, 25 and x, they are on a straight line. So angles on a straight line are equal to 180 degree. This is not a linear pair because here there are three angles. Linear pair means two angles which lie on a line, on the same line. But this is not linear pair. These are three angles lying on a straight line. We know total angle on a straight line will be equal to 180 degree. It is always 180 degrees. So the sum of all these three angles will be equal to 180 degree. 40 plus x plus 25 is equal to 180 degree. We don't have to write here linear pair. This is a linear pair. Y plus 40. This is a linear pair because here we have only two angles. Only two angles form a linear pair. But here this is not a linear pair, but the sum of three angles will be equal to 180 degrees. Now x plus 65 is equal to 180 degree. So x will be 180 minus 65, 115 degree. So we've got all the three angles. X is equal to 115 degree, y is equal to 140 degrees and z is equal to 40 degrees. This is our answer. Now see, we have solved this sum. But these x, y and z, these are angles. So we have to place an angle sign before them so that they can be distinguished from variables. We are writing these angles in the form of variables, but we have to mention that these are angles. So we will be writing like this: angle x, angle y, angle z.